Coming in tonight, I was expecting SummerSlam to be the biggest show, the biggest WWE show of the year, honestly. I even said it a few months ago, heading in that with SummerSlam, this could be potentially be the biggest WWE show of the year. But after watching tonight, yes, the ending was shocking, and we did have some good moments. It felt as though the negatives low-key outweighed the positives. I mean, from a booking standpoint, man, was this not a good show. But, I try to be positive. You guys know me, I'm a positive guy. I try to be positive, but, we obviously have to talk about the craziness tonight. So we're not going to waste any time, man. We're going to get to it. For me, I did think Edge and Rollins was the match of the night. If you want to ask me what was the match of the night. Also, remember to subscribe to the channel, like for more content, and tell me in the comment section what did you guys think of SummerSlam. But we kick things off with RK Bro defeating AJ Styles and Omos for the Raw Tag Team Championship. I mean, this was okay. I mean, this wasn't nothing too special. Obviously the best special moment of this entire match was RK Bro getting the win. It was a feel-good moment. You can tell even the people in the crowd was ecstatic, that they were very happy seeing RK Bro get the win. So I love this. Who knows what they do with AJ and Omos? Obviously, they're going to want a title rematch, but then afterwards, who knows? Maybe they go solo. AJ goes to single runs. Who knows? But as far as tonight goes with RK Bro, this is a feel-good moment, and it felt organic. So props to Randy Orton and Riddle winning the Raw Tag Team Championships. Now, we get to Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie. Now, granted, this was a match with great work rate. Shout out to you, Almighty CR21. But from a match standpoint, this was a match no one wanted to see. Like, name me one person who wanted to see this match. I mean, this match really, in all honesty, should have been on the kickoff show. I mean, this was bad. I mean, they tried, but at the end of the day, it just wasn't enough, I mean, I guess the best part of the match was when the match ended and you had Doudrop on the mic talking about the loser of this match, Eva Marie. So it seems like they're finally splitting up Eva Marie and Doudrop, which is good because, Doudrop can be our own. Eva Marie is just Eva Marie with great work rate, pal. But, I mean, this is just... And I don't even know what she'd do with Alexa Bliss next. She could go after Charlotte, who knows? Or she'll probably go after Rhea, who knows? Next, we get Damian Priest defeating Sheamus for the United States Championship. Now, this was actually one of the positives of this show. Now, granted, this match may have started off a little slow, but, as the match picked up, it did get a little physical. Obviously, that's expected in a lot of Sheamus matches, can be very physical. Damian Priest, man, that top rope that he did on the outside was insane. Glad that he was able to recover from that. And Damian Priest is the new United States champion. You guys know me, man. I'm a huge fan of Damian Priest. I even put him in my list of, top 5 WWE superstars who could be top stars, like future top stars in the business. And I think, man, by next year, man, if they do right with Damian Priest, he can be even huge than he is. But winning the United States Championship is going to hopefully help elevate him, man, into a wonderful career here on the main roster. Next, we got a tag team match playa for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Usos defeating the Mysterios, Rey and Dominik Mysterio. Now, was this match better than the kickoff show? Me personally, I thought their kickoff show on Money in the Bank was way better, but from a match standpoint, it was all right. I mean, you had Dominik pretty much get beat up most of the match by the Usos. Obviously, the Usos being the heels. I really liked how Rey and Dominik did, during their match. They displayed a little tribute to the late, great Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace, Eddie. And, I mean, from a match standpoint, it was solid. It wasn't bad. It wasn't the worst match of the night. I mean, obviously, we'll get into it, but, it was solid. And the Usos winning was the right decision. And I'm actually glad because a lot of people were like, oh, Dominik needs to beat, he needs to turn on Rey. I'm glad they didn't do it tonight. I hope they continue to slow burn with that. Now we get to the downright ugly of this show. So Sasha Banks, now it's been reported the entire day, where Sasha Banks She's nowhere to be seen. Well, they said that she had like COVID or something. I don't know. Hope she gets well either way. And hope to see her back soon in the ring. We all know Sasha's talented as F. So we get Carmella to come out. And Carmella is supposed to be Sasha's replacement. And it looks like we're going to get a SmackDown Women's title match. But we see the return of Becky Lynch. So it's awesome. She gets a huge pop. She attacks Carmella. And then what the hell she does next? She gets a SmackDown titles match, and everyone's getting excited, including me. Then what happens next? She punches Bianca Belair, basically rocks bottom her. 1, 2, 3. See, let me see, people. This is what I'm talking about. See, you build Bianca Belair up. You know, you make her win the Rumble. She main events WrestleMania. Even though it was night one, she beat Sasha Banks. She has a solid title reign, only for her to get squashed by Becky. Now, don't get me wrong. It's great to see Becky Lynch back. Becky's awesome. It's great. But, man, was this bad. I mean, in my opinion, this hurts Bianca Belair. Really, it hurts Bianca Belair because it takes away that starness away from her. Hell, you can look at this and be like, oh, this is Kofi and Brock all over again. Like, you can even look into the eyes of Bianca. She looked like she was legitimately pissed. And to be honest with you, I don't blame her because why? Why would you do this? And to be honest with you, why would Becky go after the SmackDown title? Don't you think it would have made a little bit more sense if she went after the Raw Women's title? That's the title she never lost. But I'm not going to rant. I know there's plenty of other YouTubers that are going to stream into their mics all night about this, so I'm not one of those people. Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal. I get this match was filler. I understand that. But, man, this match story should have been told a little bit better. You had two guys that were, two stablemates and 3MB. I mean, the story could have been played a little bit better. I get it was filler, but it was what it was. Drew still looks strong, so that's good. And I'm really curious to see what they do with Drew next. He could go after Damian Priest. Who knows? Next, we have a triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. Charlotte defeating Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley. So, Charlotte wins the title. She loses it the next night on Monday, only to gain the title back. But hey, at least I know everyone's excited, happy because Nikki ASH is no longer champ, so I know everyone's happy about that. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. Charlotte's still good. She's still good. Well, I mean, she ain't good. She's great, and we saw that tonight. And this was actually a pretty good triple threat match, to say the least. I know it may have seemed long, but it was a pretty good match. Now, like I said before, man, this was the match of the night. Edge versus Seth Rollins. Well, Edge defeating Seth Rollins. I really loved Edge's entrance. I really thought that they played a really good story here, man, with Edge and Rollins, obviously with the neck issue. And this was a great match. It really would have been awesome to see Rollins get the win, but overall, feel-good moment for Edge and a nice little way to pay tribute to his girl, Beth Phoenix, with the Grand Slam. So, really good match, and I really enjoyed this. Next, we get Bobby Lashley defeating Goldberg. Should have just had Lashley just squash Goldberg in 30 seconds. The Lashley and Goldberg match should have been shorter than Becky and Bianca, honestly. I mean, Goldberg got a few moves in, which was good because Goldberg's usually just known as Spear and Jackhammer. But, man, this with the way this was booked, you already know Goldberg about to get another title match. But, hey, at least his son looked good. Like, I ain't going to lie. His son did really good. And I guess the only good thing you can really say about Goldberg is he did a really good job selling the injury. But, I mean, Bobby's still champ, so that's good. Next, we get the main event. Oh, before we get to the main event, you got the little water segment with Xavier Woods, The Miz, and Morrison, which was ridiculous. Like, what? See, shit like that is what you put on the kickoff show. I mean, no offense to those three, man, but by this point, it's too late into the night. We don't need a filler segment. We don't need a segment this late into the show. Put it on the kickoff show. Just like you could have put even Alexa on the kickoff show. No offense to those two ladies, but that's a match no one cared about. Just like no one cared about this segment. I'm just saying. Now, The main event, Roman Reigns versus John Cena for the Universal Championship. Now, I know it did most of the match. It was Roman beating up John Cena's ass. But then again, that's typical John Cena match. He gets his ass beat, makes a Superman comeback. Typical John Cena match. I thought it was a good match. Wasn't a great match. Wasn't match of the night for, but it was a good match. It was a good match, It's all about that storytelling. Man, but obviously it was after the match that got people talking. Brock Lesnar is back, ladies and gentlemen, and it's awesome to see Brock Lesnar back. Of course, you're gonna have your fans online compare Brock. Oh, whose return / whose pop was better? Was it Brock or CM Punk, or was it Becky Lynch? Ridiculous, but nonetheless, it's dope to see Brock back. I'm excited. Hell, I'm excited. Brock versus Roman, Paul. I mean, hey, sign me the hell up, man. I'm very excited for that. But with the way Brock came back, man, it felt like Cena was low-key an afterthought. Like, Cena gets beat, rolls out of the ring. Cena's probably just obviously got a lot of movies, but yeah. I mean, as underwhelming as this feud kind of was, the match was pretty good, like I said. So, like I said, man, this is my SummerSlam review. Now, like I said, SummerSlam, this is a mess show, honestly. Like, some good, but mostly bad. This was a mess show. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. Again, remember to subscribe to the channel. And so, yeah.